Rewrite your life. The power of changing your narrative. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in the same story, reading the same chapter of your life over and over again? Maybe you've told yourself, this is just the way things are. But what if I told you that you hold the pen, and the next chapter is yours to write? In this video, we'll explore the power of changing your life narrative. By the end, you'll not only understand how to rewrite your story, but feel empowered to start today. Picture this. What if the greatest transformation in your life begins with a single decision to think differently? Stay with us, because by the end of this journey, you'll see how small shifts in perspective can lead to monumental changes. Let's get started. Emma Peterson sat quietly at her kitchen table, staring at the stack of unpaid bills and rejection emails scattered before her. The weight of disappointment pressed heavily on her chest. At 34, she felt like she had hit a wall. A divorce, a failed business, and a long list of unfulfilled dreams were chapters of her life she wished she could erase. One evening, Emma met an old friend, Claire, for coffee. Claire listened as Emma poured out her frustrations. Then, Claire said something that struck a chord. Emma, maybe it's time to stop focusing on the story that didn't work out and start writing the one that will. That night, Emma couldn't shake Claire's words. She opened an old journal and wrote at the top of a blank page, "The next chapter." She began to imagine what her life could look like if she believed in new possibilities. As Emma sat staring at the empty page, memories of past failures crept in, whispering doubt. But instead of closing the journal, she wrote down the smallest steps she could take, updating her resume. It wasn't groundbreaking, but it was something. She reminded herself that progress, however small, was still progress. Emma realized that the stories she told herself were the barriers keeping her stuck. Limiting belief, I'm too old to start over. New narrative, my experiences have shaped me into someone ready for success now more than ever. Limiting belief, I always fail at everything I try. New narrative, every failure has been a lesson leading me to the right path. Limiting belief, I'm not as talented as others. New narrative, I have unique skills and perspectives that set me apart. Each morning, Emma wrote down one positive thing about herself. Slowly, her mindset began to shift. She signed up for a local business seminar, started networking, and revived a passion project she had long abandoned, creating handmade jewelry. What started as a hobby soon turned into an online shop, attracting small but meaningful orders. Emma's first step wasn't monumental. It was a simple phone call to an old colleague asking for advice. But that one action led to another, and soon she found herself consulting for small startups. With each project, Emma's confidence grew. One day, she received an unexpected message from a local artisan market inviting her to showcase her jewelry. Despite initial hesitation, she accepted. The event became a turning point. Emma not only sold out most of her pieces, but also connected with other entrepreneurs who encouraged her to expand. Months passed, and Emma stood on stage at a local entrepreneur event, sharing her journey. I used to believe that life was something happening to me. But I've learned that I get to shape the narrative, she told the crowd. Her story inspired others to reflect on their own self-imposed limitations. Emma's story began to ripple through the community. She started a podcast called Rewrite Your Story, inviting guests who had transformed their lives. Listeners sent messages about how they were applying the lessons to their own lives. A local youth center invited her to speak, and soon, Emma found herself mentoring others who felt stuck in their stories. Emma also partnered with a nonprofit organization to create workshops for women looking to re-enter the workforce. Her efforts contributed to launching small businesses and job opportunities within the community, further expanding the ripple effect. The stories we tell ourselves are powerful. They shape our reality, our choices, and our future. But the beautiful truth is that stories can be rewritten. No matter how long you've been living the same narrative, you have the power to turn the page and start fresh. This week, take one step to rewrite your life story. It can be as simple as journaling a new goal or reaching out to someone you admire. Together, let's create a community of storytellers who uplift and inspire. Thank you for joining us. If this video spoke to you, like and subscribe for more inspiring content. Remember, the next chapter of your life is waiting, and you have the power to write it. See you next time.